If you don't like how things are, then change it. You're not a tree. That's one of my favorite quotes from Jim Rohn, and I feel like someone needed to hear that today. Because if you're not happy with your current life script, whether it's your relationships, your finances, environment, overall mental and emotional well-being, remember that you have the power to change it. And the first thing that you're going to do to start this process is to remember that you are the main character of your life story, as well as the director, the editor, and even the people you encounter. They are extensions of you. We're all connected in subtle ways, and the energy that you bring into your life shapes your reality. So you have to take charge of the script and start creating the life that you truly desire. In the comments below, write the date that you came across this message to solidify the start of this change. In what area do you want to change? It all starts with intention. Because here's the truth, the world does not owe you anything. Life is not going to stop for you, and no one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not a partner, not your friends. If you want to change, it starts with one person, and that is you. You are the co-creator of the universe. And God, source, universe, whatever that you believe in is here to support you. But as the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. You could be given all the tools and opportunities, but ultimately, action is your responsibility. I love this analogy. Imagine praying for a cake and being given eggs, milk, flour, sugar, salt, but still complaining that you do not have cake because you're not taking the steps to mix the batter and bake it. The change that you desire requires your effort, your energy. So often doubts and the comfort of your old identity hold you back because it feels easier to stay the same. But in the long run, it's not going to be. As Tony Robbins says, you could pay the price of discipline or you could pay the price of regret. The choice is yours. We have free will. You have free choice. And I'm not trying to be a motivational guru. I'm just trying to be the person that I wish that I came across years ago. When I wasn't putting in the effort, I had the doubts running in my mind constantly. I was focusing on the past, focusing on my unfair circumstances growing up. And I just hope that there's one person out there that I'm helping to light a light bulb and to help them realize that all of the tools and resources are at their disposal. They just have to start with where they currently are, take that next step, and the step after that, and then the path will be revealed along the way. You may think that you're staying comfortable and complacent, but you're actually changing every single day. Change is the only constant. You're just recreating the same circumstances, and it feels like everything's staying the same because you're evolving every single day. Your actions, your thoughts, your emotions, it's just happening so incrementally slowly that you don't notice it. But think about it, you're not the same person you were 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. Think of yourself 10 years ago. You probably look entirely different. You probably feel entirely different. You're a different person. So change is going to happen no matter what. You're going to change. So you might as well become a conscious co-creator for that change and end up becoming someone that you like, end up becoming someone that brings value to this world, who actually enjoys their life on a daily basis. Because I know what it feels like to wake up and just to be so negative. I know what it feels like to have anxiety and to exasperate everything. Just feel like you're so lonely and you have no friends and you feel so insecure in your body and replay every situation in your mind over and over again. There's an easier way to live. So if change is the only constant and it's your birthright, then why are you settling for the same old script that keeps repeating? You have the choice to change it, and you're literally choosing the same one. If you do not like where you are, you can rewrite that script. You can create an entirely new model, a new identity that makes the old one obsolete. Whether you call it embodying your higher self, an alter ego, doesn't matter. What matters is becoming the person who achieves the life that you want. So here's how you're going to start to do this. You need to first set clear intentions. Linked below, I've included a crystal clarity blueprint to help guide you with this process. You have to ask yourself, what does your highest self look like? How does she dress? How does she walk, talk? What kind of energy does she bring when she walks into the room? Is she confident, courageous, disciplined? You got to get specific. What are her habits? Does she wake up early? Does she hit the gym? Does she have financial literacy? Write it all down and then take some sort of action. You got to start showing up as her, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Even if it feels awkward or fake, the more that you act like her, the more that you become her. As Natasha Grana says, be it until you become it. I was the definition of shy growing up. So shy, I would turn bright red anytime I had to speak in front of anyone, talk to boys, anything. And now I could just talk on camera easily. I could talk to anyone. Maybe not anyone, but I'm a lot more confident than I used to be. A lot more outgoing than I used to be. That was through repetition. That was embodying it until I became it. The only way to see results is through consistency. Through the compound effect, you'll build momentum. That energy that you see behind people who seem to succeed effortlessly, it's not that they have something that you don't have. They simply have just put in more reps. Their actions compounded over time. And then they hit the point of exponential growth when they shoot up. It's like Newton's first law, which states an object at rest stays at rest, but an object in motion stays in motion. Momentum matters. And the way that they're able to build that momentum is through little choices throughout the process. Choosing the gym over Netflix. Choosing to meditate for 10 minutes in the morning rather than sleeping in an extra 10 minutes. Achieving the end result is obviously great and all. It's your end goal. But biologically, those small, consistent dopamine hits from progress are much more fulfilling than that big rush when you're going to achieve that goal. It's going to be important that you focus on those small wins because growth is not pretty. It's uncomfortable. It requires accountability for your actions, your choices, your failure. But accountability is the gateway to your freedom. When you take ownership of your life, you take back control. And when you shift your perception, the process becomes less painful. Anxiety and excitement are very similar biological processes. It's just how you label them that makes the difference. And that anxiety is not even necessary when you have faith and you trust the process. Because you're not alone. God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, is working in your favor. But the key is you have to ask for help. So pray, journal, meditate, whatever helps you connect to that higher power, and trust that the path is unfolding for you exactly how it's meant to. If you only put as much faith in your success as you did your failure, you would be unstoppable. We live in an infinitely abundant universe, and you do not lack faith, you just have an abundance of fear. So just take that next step. You can't wait for perfect conditions because they do not exist. So just do one thing today, one tiny step that is going to move you closer to that 2.0 version of yourself. Maybe it's as simple as going to the gym, setting your clear intentions, uploading that video, sending that text message. Your highest self is waiting for you to show up. So you have to start today, whether it's messy, small, you just have to start. Imagine that the future you, the you who has already achieved their goals, who is the happiest, most abundant, healthiest version of you, is thinking of you right now and is nudging you to take that action, nudged you to watch this video, waiting for you to show up. So you've got to start today. Even if it's messy, small, you just start. The only person standing between you and your dream life is that reflection that you see in the mirror. Thank you guys so much for watching. Send this to someone who needs to hear this, and I'll see you guys on the next video.